Sam. Yes, mate. James. Guy. Good morning, guys. Stuart Nicholson. Yes, mate. God bless, brother. Tony Wilson. Good morning. Senga McCubbin. Hello, mama. Hello, mama. Fish on. Chelsea. Yes, brother. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everyone's well. Everyone's well. Let me focus that stuff. Let's see. There we are. Tomo, Ollie, KT, good morning. Overseer, good morning, mate. Scottish water. No, it's not Scottish water, mate. It's distilled water, actually. I just use the bottles, mate. Shouldn't really be using plastic bottles, but it's better than drinking tap water. I have an early question for you. Where is... sorry. Abnus Maximus, yes, bro. Yes, bro. Calvin Phillips. I have an early question for you. Where's your go-to place for a Parmo? My go-to place for a Parmo is Manjaro's Cocktail Bar in Ingleby. Or is it Corby? Not Ingleby. It's a golf course. Unbelievable. See the docks turned on you, Dickie. On Dickie now. Irish lad. Yes, brother. Fox Club. Hello, mates. Rondon. See the docks turned on Dickie now. It wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. May try Whale Chippy. I've had one from Whale Chippy. Not too bad, mate. Not too bad. That distilled water machine is class. Not stop drinking the worst. Get in there, mate. That beard well grown today. I've had my haircut, mate. I've had my haircut. Yeah. I hate getting my haircut. I hate it. Horrible. What got you into K1? I don't really know, mate. When I got out of prison, there was a gym open that wasn't there before I went to jail, and I knew the boys that were running it and that, and they did. They were quite sound about me using the gym for free. It just says, keep out of trouble, you can come and use the gym. You know, you can come and use the gym, train with the lads. You know, and when I went in there, I was just expecting to just do boxing training and that. And I seen a lot of boys in there were doing K1 and kickboxing. So I end up getting into it. Who's your favourite K1 fighter present day? My favourite K1 fighter. My all-time favourite was Mike Zambidas. Iron Mike Zambidas. Today, my favourite K1 fighter is probably Big Rico. Yeah, probably him. Yeah, I like Liam Harrison. I know he's more Muay Thai, but he does have K1 fights as well. But I do like Liam Harrison. Hope you're having a good morning, mate. I'm having a excellent morning, mate. Absolutely brilliant, mate. You're doing one-on-one training, mate. I am Tomo, mate. Yeah. Message me on Instagram, mate. Message me on Instagram if you want to get booked in, mate. Matt Ryan, good morning, mate. Did you ever meet Jerome Labana? He was a tank. No, I never met him, mate. But big fan of his. Used to watch him all the time. Would like to see Rico going to MMA. Yeah, me too. Me too. Bobby Sutherland, good morning, my brother. Good morning, Big Paul. Done some skipping them big juicy arms workout. I've done my first K1 pad I've done some pad sessions last night. I went with a guy called Leaf Taggart. Leaf Taggart, who's was number one in Muay Thai. He was for his weight division, very good, very fast, very knowledgeable. I went and done some pad work with him last night. I posted it on my YouTube. I was a bit rusty, a bit sluggish, you know, from doing the weights and that, but I enjoyed myself nevertheless. He's happily topped himself at the minute. He'll stay off YouTube because of a bit of drama. He'll be back soon as he needs the money. Fox Club, who are you talking about there, buddy? Who's that you're on about there? Fuck, you look a year older than yesterday. MMA philosophy, yes, brother. The Burger Joint. Do us a favour, guys. Can you go over and follow Burger Joint? He's been doing a lot of editing for me. Very good friend of mine. Lovely lad. Chelsea Darts. I take your advice regarding test 400, but it seems working for me. Thankfully, blown right up. That's good, mate. As long as if you're getting gains from it, then happy days. Morning, big man. SOG, good morning, brother. Heggy. Right, yeah. I'm not interested in him, Paul. Here's the way Overseem put on going into MMA. Overeem, you mean, mate? Is that what you're talking about, Overeem? Gemma, good morning. Simon, good morning. Johnny D, good morning, mate. Can't be getting up early and doing the exercise, of course, yeah. What do you think of Overeem? I think Overeem was a beast. Absolute beast. I enjoy watching him in MMA than I do in K1, to be fair. Good to see Dr. Rackpool has fucked off. Do you know what? I don't care for Dr. Rackpool, if I'm being honest. Like I don't see the fun in it. It's my honest opinion. I know people out there don't like me. People have an opinion on me, but my opinion on Dr. Rackpool, I think he's a fucking shitty ass man. He's a Doyle. I don't like him. He thinks he's funny. He's created this persona. You know, he talks about his young'uns and he knows people. And he knows that. You only need to look at the man to know he knows no one. To know he's the dregs of society. I don't like him. I really don't. I've never liked him. I've always tried to keep it civil with him. You know, I've had a couple of falling outs with him. I've had a couple of arguments with him, but I've always tried to keep it civil with him. But he always just decides to jump on the back of whatever's going on my side, or whatever's going against me. Didn't that Melvin Manouf do K1? Yeah, fucking right. What a beast he was. Who you got in the UFC this weekend? I think Khamzat will beat Usman. I think Volkanovski will get beat, but it'll be a good fight. Decker's going to doorstep you. Yeah, of course he is. Of course he is. Overeem was a monster when he was juiced up. To watch him. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Overeem was class, man. Overeem was class. You're going to do for Danny's fight? I'll be in Danny's fight, mate, yeah. Very fancy return to K1. Listen, the thought of fighting will never leave me, ever. Whether it be K1, whether it be boxing, whether it be bare knuckle, it'll always be in the back of my head. I'll never stop thinking about it. I'll never stop thinking about competing. Now, will I commit into a training camp and fight again? I'm not sure, but it's nice to think about it. It's nice to know that I still have the option if I want to. You know, I dare say when I probably hit the 40 mark, then that thought will get less frequent. You know, it'll probably start to go away. I'm not too fucking far away from 40 now. Jesus Christ. What do you think of Tom Aspinall? Tom Aspinall's a beast. I think he's going to be world champion one day, for sure. Decker's guests on live yesterday. Decker's guests on his live yesterday shows the type of clowns he's got supporting him. Most of them proper. I know some of them. I've been seeing some of the clips floating around YouTube, but I noticed as well that he's saying that I'm in his live commenting. Listen, I will never ever go in that man's live and comment ever. Like, I don't need to. I would never go on the live with him. Why would I go on the live with grass? He's a grass and he's a rat. He's trying to get a man jail in Philippines for sleeping with another girl, which we all know is not true. We all know it's not true. But he's a grass. He got Danny jail. He's a fucking bad grass and rat. I will never jump on a live with him ever. Did jail change our mentality? Yeah, 100% it did. 100%. Not through jail, but towards the end of my sentence, as I was getting out, I started to worry about coming back and the things that I was going to get myself involved in, how I was going to earn, you know, finding a job, paying bills, you know, and I knew I needed to do something different to what I've always been doing. I had to, you know, so yeah, change did change me. Why didn't you go on Decker live, Bob? Because I wouldn't go on Decker's live. Why would I go on a live with a grass? He's a known grass. Like he's had people jail. He's got someone jail. He got Danny Christie jail. He tried to get Martin jail in the Philippines. He is a grass. Like there's no way on God's green earth I would ever jump on a live with that big dirty rat grass ever. He's like a pretty insecure, jealous teenager, Decker. He is. He's weird. He's a very weird man, isn't he? What do you think of chances Decker doing around what? I don't really care, to be fair, mate. How's tricks? Peter, all good, my brother. All good. Thought I'd jump on a quick live before I get ready for the gym. But it's all good. Thank you, Dangerous Darren, mate. Yeah. That's it, mate. Massive respect, mate. Fury and Nagano, yeah. Fury, easy. How long did you do in the drug, mate? I did 5 years, mate. Wants to bring his bear back to UK, needs 14k in the back. Fuck giving Dickie views. Exactly, mate. How long was your sentence, Paul? I got 5 years, mate. I did 2.5. He got Danny jail twice. He did, mate. Is he a proven nonce, mate? No, I'm not commenting on that, mate. I don't know. Seeing his paperwork, he's definitely been charged for fucking crimes against women, hasn't he? But I don't know. Simon Brown, morning, mate. DSL. What about Danny Christie catfishing another man? That was probably pretty funny, to be fair. Look at Rapport's house and run nunchucks and WE pictures. That tells you everything you need to know. Happy Friday, mate. Morning, Mr. Venice. His nickname is Chin. They call him that the reason, but one madness hung himself and now disabled. Oh, bless him, man. My prayers go out to you, mate. My last sentence changed my life, Paul. Man passed away 2 months in the next 7 years. Trouble now, 5 or 6 years sober and drink drugs. Fucking amazing, mate. Absolutely amazing, Chelsea. Keep the good work, mate. Morning, Paul. Yeah, good morning, mate. Your daughter can lift some weight, man. Good fair. Yeah, she's doing really well, mate. She's doing really well. Yes, Dangerous Darren. Would love to see you more. Would to see more pranks, mate. You lost one. What with your son brushing his teeth? Your daughter the other day. Great content, proper. Oh, they hate me for it, mate. They hate me for it. What you working out today, mate? Buys and tries today. Buys and tries. I would love to see that fight as well, mate. 100%. There's no chance in hell fight you in the man's shit house. He is. He is a shit house. Right. So I done a video last night about the reasons I post my daughter on my YouTube to give her a platform, you know, because I'm a proud dad. Very, very proud. And, you know, she's going to be stood on stage. She's pushing to be a professional athlete. So for anyone who decided to comment on that video saying stuff like I'm putting her on a plate for perverts, you know, she's going to get targeted, or, you know, and then there was a couple of vulgar ones about her as well, you know, it's pointless because you will be deleted, blocked and removed, you know, but it's fine. It's all good. You know, the position and headspace and the way I feel today, yesterday, you know, you can throw anything at me. Any insult about me, any insult about my wife, any insult about my kids, you can do that. You can throw anything at me you want because this is impenetrable. This is strong. I have God on my side. Now, sticks and stones, it is what it is. Because in truth, in hindsight, I know 100,000,000% there's not a man on this planet that would get away with talking about my wife and kids to my face. Hence the reason why they need to come online. It just that's it. That shit's just character building, man. It strengthens my personality. It building a stronger character for myself, you know. And I started to realize now that's what trolls do. If you allow trolls to demoralize you, which they have done before, you know, everyone knows, it's no secret. I come away from YouTube. I come away from YouTube about beginning of the year because of trolls and because I was weak-minded and because I just couldn't take it. You know, I was like a pussy, if you will. But in hindsight, I didn't see it as being a pussy. I just thought, I don't need this. You know, I don't need this. I'm coming on, I'm talking about mental health, I'm talking about addiction. You know, I'm trying to be as honest as possible, as real as possible. And if people are hating me for that, then I don't want to be here. I don't want to be on social media. So I come away. You know, now I'm back. I see it for what it is. I see it from what it is. It's time to take that negative and turn it into a positive. Now, any troll that I have that decides to attack me or troll me, thank you. Thank you very much. Because when I say it is character building, I fucking mean it. I mean it. It's making it so strong because it's giving me the ability to work a program. It's giving me the ability to build a connection with God. Because when I see something that has the possibility to annoy me, the possibility to eat away at me, I can go, oh God. And I'm doing that every day. And my strength in God is getting stronger. So thank you. Now, that being said, the positive stuff, you guys who support me and follow me and show nothing but love and respect, that effect is even stronger, because yous are the true reason why I'm here. The true reason why I'll always come back on, and I'll always talk the way I will, and I'll always keep it as real and as honest as possible. You know, the trolls are character building, don't get me wrong, and I'll build a relationship with God around that stuff. But the positive stuff, listen, it's nice, it's fucking beautiful, it's humbling, you know, it's the reason why I'm on here. You know, if I didn't get all that positive stuff, I'd probably think I was doing something wrong. You know, but because I'm getting all the feedback that I'm getting, and it's all positive, and it's, you know, and it's people are relating to my story. You know, when I'm talking and people are connecting, it's because they can relate to my stuff. You know, if I talk about mental health and being down and depressed, you know, my vulnerabilities and my insecurities, and I'm getting messages, I'm getting reading the comments, and people going, I needed to hear this, or, you know, I felt the same way, or struggle the same way. Thank you, man. Thank you, because I swear to you, I don't plan anything. When I put the camera on and I talk, I couldn't even tell you what I'm going to talk about. But I know that God has given me this gift to be able to speak what's on my mind openly and honestly. So when I press the camera and I talk, I don't watch it back, and I press it and I post it. Now, after I've done that, sometimes this self-doubt can swoop in my head and go, you shouldn't have really said that. You know, you shouldn't have really spoke about that there, Paul. You know, and I have this doubt. But then the moment I look at the comments and I see, yeah, that's the reason I've done it. Get rid of that self-doubt. Don't be doubting yourself anymore. At the end of the day, if your loyal supporters don't like what you've said, they'll make it aware. They'll let you know. Then you know you've done something wrong and you can avoid that. That's why I'll always come on and I'll always try and talk about addictions and mental health and my insecurities and my vulnerabilities. And I'll answer any question as honest as possible, regardless of what it's on. Regardless of what it's on. I don't care what question you've got to ask me. If it's personal, if it's anything, I'll fucking answer it. Any way I can. Not a problem. You go on, babe. All right, I'm at the gym at 11 o'clock. You're going to be back before then? Or do you want me to get Dave to pick me up? Just yes or no, Get Dave. You're going to be back?
Demi's keys now.
I'm not taking Demi's car. All right. Right, I'll ring you when I'm off this, babe. All right, babe. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate that, mate. Not trolling, but that film you was pretty bad, making you portray Viv like that. Viv like that. Yeah, I'll overthrow, babe. Is Dodgy Dave collecting you? Yes, Paul. As long as you keep with God, you can. Exactly. Amen to that, brother. Keep the sound dead. Don't ever regret. Don't ever react. Won't speak out about God. It's gang targeted by Freemasons. Charles would say, now to your face. Exactly. Dodgy Dave's coming for me. Yes, brother. Your Padware vids. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. If Decker's being what he's saying, I'm better off staying away. Yeah, of course I am, mate. Of course I am. How did your little girl sleep last night? Any better, Paul? We had a rough half an hour, but then she was out by about 11 o'clock. So it was all good. Where can I watch the film? It's on Amazon Prime. Thank you, Christopher. Have you ever had any run-ins with Winky Watson? No. I'm pals with Winky. Winky's a good lad. I've got no issues with any hard man in Middlesbrough. You know, I'm a professional athlete. I was a professional fighter. You know, most of the other hard lads are professional fighters. Now, when we were at school and going through college and shit like that, then that's probably when we were all arguing. You know, I was arguing with Liam then. when we were at school and stuff like that, but nothing ever fucking fruition because of it. We grew up, we matured, and we all become friends. That's how this works, man. You mature, you grow up, you become an athlete, and all that shit gets left behind. Reputation and ego on them streets is a fantasy land, man. It's fantasy world. It's not real. It's not real. You don't need to explain yourself. Like these absolute scumbags don't deserve an ounce of your time. Thank you, brother. See, Dr. Rackpool, Decker. Fucked off, Decker. If I'm honest, I don't care. I don't give a shit about Dr. Rackpool, mate. He said so many things, mate, and he thinks he's joking. He thinks he's funny. He thinks he's a joke, but I don't find him funny. If anything, I find him pathetic. It's my opinion. Listen, I do. I think he's the dregs of society. I really do. People like him and Derek and that shouldn't be on YouTube. Comment on your daughter training and probably nonsense themselves. Yeah, exactly, mate. Is there any update on potential Tommy Inch boxing fight? Oh, do you know what? I don't mean to be rude here, but I'm a little bit sick of talking about that. Me and Tommy are friends, man. The reason we were going to fight was for a good payday. Now we couldn't get the money. We couldn't get the money. No one wanted to pay us big money. No one wanted to pay us to watch me and him fight. So, yeah. What are you turn a blind eye to what Dodgy and Christie have done in the past, and the lies they have told recently. I keep fucking up with the comments, man. Keep pressing the button and it keeps just flying down. Keep pushing your daughter and your family friend. Thank you, mate. I deep thinking sometimes before boxing now. I'd physically be sick with anxiety and learned how to use my advantage. Ask you schoolboy questions. Do you have a positive day planned? Yeah, of course I do. I have a very positive day planned. I've got gym 11 o'clock. I've got gym 11 o'clock. I've got a couple of clients in. I've got food with the family. We're going somewhere nice tonight, and then we're going to get chilled. Chilled, movie night, box sets, you name it. How bad is HMP drugs, mainly Spice? Do you know what? It's funny because I got out just before Spice come in there. Just before Spice come into prison, I got out. I got out about a month before Spice actually started flooding the streets, the prison. But I was on subby. Why do people always bring Danny's past up and admit his faults? Because that's all they've got against him, his past. Because look how good of a man he is today. Look at the things he's doing now. Look how fantastic he is. The man's living the dream. He's everything that most people want. It's everything that most men want to be, innit? Does that make sense? Like, I don't want to come across as a fanboy or anything like that, because Danny's a friend and a brother, but he's everything that an average man wants to be. My opinion, that's what he is. He's everything that Decker wants to be, innit? So anyone who half supports that man over there is going to come over and bash Danny and bring his past up. Danny's forgiven himself for that. Do you think Danny cares when people bring his past up? Because I know for a fact he doesn't. Not 1 ounce. Not when he's living the life that he's living. Not when he's doing the things he's doing, achieving what he's achieving. Family man, fighting man. Watching films with drugs and gambling trigger you? No, I don't, mate. I work a program around it all, brother. I'm pretty safe these days, mate. The only things I struggle, I'm going to be honest with you, yeah? So the only things that I do get triggered, just say my last relapse, yeah? So what triggers me is arguments with the wife. Now, she's like my kryptonite. She's like the strongest thing ever in my life, but she's like my kryptonite as well. And what pisses me off is when she's right. When she's right about me. I've got to be honest. When she's right about me, I'll deny it till I'm blue in the face. Especially if I'm not working a program. Especially if I've got no God in my life. Especially if I'm intolerant and impatient and I've lost all humbleness and I'm just fucking being a crank. once I know she's right, it fucking annoys me. It pisses me off, you know. And then we start arguing and we're fighting, and you know. And when she says, "Go on, fucking get out," when I go, I always think in my head, "I'll show you now, you bitch." I'm gonna show her nothing. If anything, I'm doing shit, bad shit to myself. She's like, "Oh, you fucking clown. See you later." And when I go and I'll just say I do relapse and I'll get on it, she's not affected by it. She's still here, being a good parent, being a mum. You know, fucking. It's just an easy cop out for me, you know. But I don't get triggered around anything these days. You know, like I said, drugs are not the solution. Drugs are not the issue now. You know, relapsing is not the issue. It's this now. I'm left with this. I'm left with me. I'm the issue. I'm the problem. Not drugs. Not my obsessions. It's me. Now, how can I explain that? You know, I don't really think about using now. See, when I have a truly, really fucking horrendous day, you know, and it can be from anything. It can be from anything. You know, if I'm arguing with my missus, for example, you know, and she's right, and it's not in my head to use, it's not in my head to do anything, but I'm feeling so I start to feel sorry for. See, this illness that I suffer with, this mental health shit, it can bring you to your knees just through self-pity, feeling sorry for yourself. Why me? You know, and I can get that to that place very quickly. And I sit there and I feel sorry for myself. I go in over, I start feeling low self-esteem and just fucking pure self-pity. And I proper feel horrible and down and depressed. Where my head goes within an hour is I start to obsess about taking my own life. That's where my head goes. You know, and I don't worry. I don't start thinking I'm going to take drugs. I don't start thinking I want to get off my head. What I do start to obsessing around is jumping off a bridge, you know, or taking a lot of tablets to overdose. You know, this is where my head goes. I am a fucking sick-minded bastard. You know, I don't take no medication for this. I used to take medication. You know, I've got all the labels. You know, the labels that come with mental health, the borderline personality disorders, the fucking, you know, I've got them all. You know, I do get the medication. But you know, metrazapine, sertraline, all this other stuff that is there at my disposal. You know, but I try not to take them. You know, I sit in front of you, drug free, not a thing, no prescription drugs, no nothing. You know, and I find that God helps with that stuff. You know, if I put myself at peace, fill myself with gratitude, you know, 9 times out of 10, I don't really go to that place. But if I'm not working the program, if I'm not doing the suggested things, then my head will convince me that I need to die. I don't want to be here. Like, it's shit. Do you know what I mean? It is a shit way of thinking, and I call it stinking thinking. You know, my stinking thinking is fucking heavy. It is really heavy. You know, I haven't suffered with that stinking thinking in a long time. I'm quite at peace now with what I have and what I am. You know, I'm very at peace, in fact. Thanks for the gift, mate. Appreciate it. I'm very at peace with what I am and what I have. You know, but I don't worry about relapsing now. You know, taking drugs is a no-go for me. I couldn't remember the last time I even thought, oh yeah, I could have a pint. Oh yeah, I could get off my head. Oh yeah, I could have a line. I couldn't remember the last time I thought like that. Couldn't remember. But yeah, my head does quickly jump to not wanting to be here no more. You know, I've spoke to mental health teams and that, and it's called, what's it called? Suicidal tendencies. I don't know why I did that there, but that's what it's called. Suicidal thinking, suicidal tendencies. You know, they can give you, that's what the metrazapine are for. You know, to stop you from thinking, to stop you from overthinking like that, because it comes on me in the middle of the night as well. You know, sometimes when I'm struggling and I'm having a couple of rough days, I tend to wake up between 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning, and that's where, for me, that's the devil's time. Now, if I'm not praying and not doing the suggested things, that time of that night, it's a fucking killer for me. It's an absolute killer. You know, because I'm left with my own head. I can overthink. I start to obsess. You know, and straight away I start to plan. You know, I don't ever think, oh, I'm going to go out and use. It doesn't do that for me. But it does take to me a place of not wanting to be here. But other than that, I haven't been to that position in a long time. You know, I'm tight with God. You know, there's nothing in my life that can ever take me to a point of, just for today, there's nothing that I can't handle today. You know why? Because I'm confident in my fellowship. I'm confident in my God. I'm confident in myself today. You know, I put God first. I put fellowship, and then it makes me stronger. You know, it's called a selfish program, so we can be less selfless. You know, NA and God is a selfish thing to put first. You know, I was always, when I started to build a relationship with God, someone says, you need to put God before your family. I thought, fuck off, I'm not doing that. I'm not putting God before my family. My family had come before anything. My family come before me. He goes, no, you're not listening. You're not listening to me, Paul. If you put God first, you will put your family first before anything. So now it's God, then family, and then me. You know, not so I put God first every single morning. Then I'm able to wake up out of bed, do all the kids' breakfast, make sure my wife's all right, make sure she's got a cup of tea, make sure she needs anything for the day, and then I can focus on myself and I can do whatever I need to do. Hearing but not listening, but you're still watching, mate. Thanks. I'm not doing wake up bedtimes lives, saying a prayer for everyone, and then I've prayed for everyone today, so known as someone looking after you. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I go in my bedroom, I go in the kids' bedrooms, I pray every single night, and I pray over my kids, pray over my wife. You know, I pray for everyone who messages me as well. You know, there's a lot of people that message me most days, you know, asking about recovery, you know, talking about mental health. How do you get clean? How do you stay clean? You know, people have shared some really dark, deep stuff with me. Do you know what I mean? And I'm very grateful for that because, you know, for someone to come over and trust in me to be able to, someone to come over and have trust in me to be able to share their shit with me is heartwarming, to say the least. Well, that's not him, is it? That's not Decker. Be nice if it was. Stephen Jones, good morning, mate. Barry Grant, good morning. He's on manned off. Ah, well, just keep watching, mate. It's probably a fake bacon. Yeah, probably. Amen, brother. Yee. Thanks for the gift, brother. Appreciate that, mate. If I can antagonize Decker, call me out. Will you be my fair play, man? If I can antagonize Decker to call me out, will you be my fair play, man? I don't think Decker would allow that, mate, and I couldn't trust myself to be around the man. If I come to be anyone's fair play man against Decker, he would not make it to that fight. No one would ever get his hands on him because I would destroy him. It's on sight when me and him see each other. God needs to take Decker out ASAP. No, he doesn't, mate. He doesn't. Yeah, so I don't think I'll ever be able to fair play another fight if Decker's involved. Paul, you think nearly being killed by that fella when you were a kid? Yeah, of course it has, mate. Massively. It was yeah, of course, it's added to it. Look, I believe, me personally, I believe I was born with a brain defect. I was born not wired up right. There was something definitely wrong with me before any trauma, before anything bad happened to me. There was something definitely wrong with me. And then there was a few things that just heightened it, you know, lit it up more, you know, trauma, stuff like that. What happened to me, you know, that man doing that to me when I was a kid definitely stole my childhood, you know, definitely affected my brain, you know, because I went for years, you know, wet in the bed and fucking night terrors, you know, being diagnosed with PTSD because of it, you know. Would you fight Andrew Tate and K1 rules? No, I don't think I'd be able to. I'd end up at my knees and crying. Such a fucking fan of that man. Absolutely love him. It'd be like when my daughter seen Justin Bieber. She breaks down in tears. That's probably what I'd do. Darren, thank you, brother. Appreciate that, mate. Thanks for the gift, brother. LT Aldo Rain. What a film that is, by the way. What a film. Paul, do you know The Wizard? No, mate, I don't know The Wizard. Same here. All fucked up in the bath, and trauma was just a catalyst. Yeah. It's a nightmare, innit? I think that you're getting done for all the online threats to kill, and that's without any complaints. Listen, this is one of the reasons why I stepped away from him, because it's pointless pushing for a fight with a man who wants to dish out death threats. You know, now I've seen video clippings of him saying he's going to give me this and he's going to give me that, and he's trying to shadow box looking like a big gay man, you know, trying to swing shots with his little pencil arms. When he's doing this and he's doing that, where in hindsight, he's not going to do a thing because he's already shown his weakness. He's already shown that he's defeated and beat because he's threatening to shoot me. He's threatening to kneecap me. He's threatening to axe me. You know, when we all know he's just a big soft individual who's not going to do shit. But thanks for that gift, brother. Thank you very much. It means a lot. Big K, man. I shouldn't really said this. I shouldn't really have said that because I'll probably get done for homophobic slurs. He's annoying. I try and pick on Paul. Do you know another thing is as well? You know, I'm labelled as a bully. Yeah, I'm labelled as a bully. There's not a man on this planet that could ever bully me that I would ever call a bully. You know, if someone was targeting me and he was bigger and harder and faster, I still wouldn't call him a bully. I'd go face him. We were always taught, weren't we? Face your bullies head on, they won't bully you again. That's what we were always taught. Go face them. If they fill you in, they fill you in. They won't bother you again. You just got to give it your best. But yeah, he's calling me a bully. Oh my God. But yeah, it is what it is. One punch straight down the pipe and he buzzed and will crumble. Of course he will, mate. Of course he will. He doesn't like fighting his people his own size anyway. Wear a rainbow flag next time, we forgive you. That's true, I got bullies. I did jail time for the clown. There you go. See, I understand if a bigger person's bullying a smaller, weaker, vulnerable person, you know, and they arm themselves for protection, they're left with no option. I get that. But you can't come on YouTube claiming to be a big man, a fighting man, fight anyone, anytime, anywhere, any place, and then when you get called out by someone who you know you can't fight, or you're actually a bit frightened of, by deflecting it off and calling them a bully, you just make yourself look stupid. Can men actually get bullied? Of course they can. You've got to remember, there's only a small percentage of men on this planet that that suffer with fight. You know, well, I say suffer, that have fight. You know, you've got to remember there's fight and flight. You know, and I've got no issues with men who suffer with flight. You know, if you've got flight in your system, and when you're bullied or backed up, you want to bail. That's a safety mechanism. I get that. You know, sometimes it's got to be in you. You know, if you're that man that doesn't want to fight and wants to remove himself from that confrontation as fast and as quick as possible, good on you. Good on you. Because what's the point in putting yourself in danger? You know, if you don't have fight in you, then fucking flight. Bail. There's no issues in that. I don't see that as weakness. I really fucking don't. Because not every person on this planet was put into fight. There's only a small percentage of this planet that actually have fight in them. You know, the rest of them suffer with flight. You know, so of course people can be bullied. There's vulnerable people out there that are just very, very nice. Listen, I know people who've never had a fight in their lives. And they're fucking nearly fucking 35, 40-year-olds. They've never had a fight. That tells me they're an outstanding person. They're just such a lovely, lovely person. Like, my daughter's 20 and she's never had a fight in her life, ever. She's never swung a punch at anyone. She's never fucking been hit by anyone. She's never had a fight. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think I play a big part in her never being hit, but but she's never had a fight in her life. She is a gorgeous, wonderful person inside and out. You know, my kids are totally different. Hence the reason why I got out of South Bank. Hence the reason why I moved to a nicer area. You know, I lived in a council estate, a rough out council estate. And people who follow me probably can relate to this. When you live in that type of environment, you get involved in that stuff. You sit in the edges long enough, you get an haircut. Now, if you're from that council estate where everyone's rough as fuck, everyone's fighting, everyone's involved in crime or robbing cars and all this shit, you know, we tend to get involved in that. That's what we were brought around. That's what we've seen. That's what we are. You know, my kids haven't seen any of that. I moved out of that stuff, you know, when my kids were young. I got out of that. You know, so my kids are different now. You know, my son doesn't, people ask me, will your son fight? My son doesn't need to fight. My son doesn't need to box. He doesn't need to fight. He's fucking got this. He's clever. He's in top classes. My daughter's an A-level student. My daughter's, this is the work ethic that my little girl has, my 20-year-old daughter. She's a teacher, special needs teacher. She's training to be a bodybuilder. She's just finished a course. She does nails on the side. She does all the nail stuff on the side. She's applying for another job, so she'll have 2 or 3 jobs on the go. Mate, she's a fucking superstar, man. She really is. It's 100%. 10, 15 years ago, Grangetown and South Bank was right for it all, especially when the MCAT was about. Oh, God, I don't want to talk about MCAT. MCAT ruined my life, man. Absolutely ruined my life. But, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's the end of my live. I'm going to cut it short. I'm going to stop. Probably same time in the morning. Oh, no, I won't. I've got clients in early in the morning. I'm at work early in the morning, so I probably won't be. Yeah. Good morning, Paul. God bless you, dear. Congratulations, Demi. Looking good, champion like your father. Peace and Paul. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. Chelsea, I'm only messing, mate. You know yourself, mate. I'm here to talk about anything and everything, mate. And if that means I have to talk about MCAT and my usage of it, then so be it. Listen, guys, for everyone who gifted, much appreciated. It means a lot. For everyone that's been in the chat, for everyone that's took the time to comment, if you're watching in the background, you know, lovers, haters, appreciate yous. You know, every single person that's here for me, honestly, from my heart, I mean it. Everything. I'm blessed to have you following me. I'm blessed to have you watching me every day. It fucking means a lot. You know, every person that's taken the time to comment, it means a lot because it's uplifting. Listen, I mean what I say. You know, sometimes I can give myself an hard time for the stuff I post. You know, when I'm talking about my mental health and my addictions, you know, when I'm talking about my vulnerabilities, sometimes when I've posted it, I can come away with self-doubt. I can come away with low self-esteem. Sometimes I struggle whether to delete it or not, you know, but when I see comments from you guys, you know, all the same faces, all the same names, always supporting, always showing love, you know, you guys are what helped me continue on this journey, you know, keep me pushing forward, you know, keep me uplifted, you know, and keep me inspired to be doing the right thing. You know, honestly, I can't thank you enough. I really can't. I really am blessed to have this type of following. It means a lot. It really does. 19K as well, 19K subscribers. You know, thank you guys. I was lucky to get the 10K. I felt like I was lucky to get the 10K. You know, I had to spar with Danny to get the 10K. So 19K is fucking amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. God bless, guys. Thank you. I thank you for the gift, guys. I really appreciate it. Listen, it's all blessed, man. I appreciate you guys. Stay safe. I try and go early. I try and go live every day now, probably round about this time in the morning. I'll do my very best to try and get lives on. I don't like to fucking announce them because I like to wing it. I'll go live when I can and when I can't. So I don't really like to schedule anything. But thank you, guys. Stay tuned to the channel. Keep showing the support. Keep showing the love. It means a lot. God bless, guys. Take care.